So welcome guys to this week's GBPUSD trade analysis video. So this time around we had a live Zoom session with some of the guys from the big group that's made up of around 440 people and a few mentorship guys, and we broke down what we saw this week, and those who are lucky picked out something. So we also had a trade we called that while we were on that live, and it hit take profit. Then we called up another after that. I don't know if it hit take profit, but I'm sure it did hit take profit because that's how confident we are in this market. So before you jump into the video that's going to be in the next few minutes or seconds, I'd like you to take out a pen and a pencil, note down something, really learn something from what we're going to analyze, because consistency comes when you're able to repeat, to do something over and over again. You get? So see the trades we took in profit, how those W's and M's were formed, and maybe you learn something and put it in your trading plan that will help improve your trading. So I would like to push it further that you're supposed to manage risk in every trade you take. Manage risk and let your psychology be top notch. Spend most of the time working on your trading psychology, because psychology is trading. How do you jump in and out of a trade? How do you manage your losses? How do you manage a trade that's going into profit? So that's all psychology and emotions come into play. So have 10% of your strategy checked in, but psychology and risk management is what keeps you in this market. Yeah. So before you trade any day, know what percentage of your account you're going to risk. Of course, you know how much you're going to trade tomorrow, but how much percentage of your account are you willing to lose? That's the amount you're going to risk, and it should be either 1%. Okay, depending on your account. If you have a higher risk tolerance, you risk more. If you have a low risk tolerance, risk small. You get? Though this is the market, gives you money and takes away some money from someone anytime. So guys, hit take profit in that session we hold about some few minutes ago, and right now they're preparing to jump in on a new trade that is already, I think, moving into profit as I speak. Though I'm not trading today, that's ED, and I would like to wish you guys, all Muslim traders, a happy ED. So let's go straight into the video. So our rectangle is like basically a break and retest. It's a continuation pattern. Those who watched the video and chart pattern, so it's just a continuation pattern. If we have this movement from the upside, then we have a bounce in there, then we have a bounce in there. We just wait for a break, retest of that rectangle. So this trend line, the reason why it was expected to be invalidated was, we all know the rules of a trend line. Okay, most people, fire pips, so I mean, baby pips won't tell you that supposed to wait for the break of that trend line, or it won't count how valid it is. You get? We all know that when a trend line is retested more than 3 times, it becomes weaker. But at some point, it's also supposed to know that the more times it's retested, it becomes strong. You get? Now, allow me to delete this. Now, you see it's trend line. Why I didn't delete it from up here? It's because I expected it to be retested this week. So I expected this movement to come up and be retested around the psychological level. Then we have a complete drop. Now around there, we have the 61.8 level. So that's why I left that trend line there, but I'm not supposed to really leave it there. Again. So if I'm to delete this, since it's becoming more invalidated, since it's becoming very validated, I'm supposed to delete this. That would leave it there for some time till next week and see the action, because it can do this and come back up here. And if it comes back here, guys, we're going to have a very good week next week. Reason being, after next week, we shall be looking for sales in GBP, because we have this order block up where we have a psychological level there, and it will obviously give us a retest of a trend line, then an M pattern. An M pattern on a bigger time frame, or a chart pattern on a bigger time frame, indicates so many things. You get? Look at this M pattern. Look at what resulted. Over 300 pips to the downside. You get? Over 300 pips to the downside. So it would really be a good trade. It would really be a good trade for us. So let's just break down today's market. So this live is going to be but it's not a beginner's live. We're all beginners in this market forever. No one should tell you that we doesn't done anything for the market every day. No, the market will display a new pattern, which you will learn, and you've learned from it. So we keep learning every day. So I don't take it that I don't call myself a pro trader. Maybe you're good at entries, you know what the market is saying, but trust me, you will need to go and learn that new pattern that's displaying in the, you get, always, you always have to learn something new. So this market yesterday was a really good market for me, though it played with my emotions because we are really dealing with money in this market. But of course, we know that if you're too calm, you're going to get those moves. If you avoid jumping in and out of trades, these moves are going to appear. So before we go to the basics, I know most of you will move out in the basics since this live is supposed to be for only 3 or 4 people. Since most of you call yourselves pro traders, but I'll, I won't break it down a little bit, right? I won't break it down to today's chart. I'm not going to display or talk about what we had for the week, unless you guys want me to do that. Should we do that, George? So if we think we should break down this whole week in today's live right now, just drop a one in the chat box. To really me, I would like to break it down with my inner circle because we really talk about so many things. So guys, so everyone is like, we should break down what happened this week right now. Should break it down right now. Let's see, let's see. So just drop a one in the chat box and see. Don't let me first tell you what I expect in the market right now. This is what I expect in the market right now. Let me remove this. I expect a push back down to this order block down here to give me a proper W pattern before I buy it back to this trend line. Yeah, that's what I expect. So the market is still pushing lower. That's what I expect. So when Ernest called for the buy, he was on this psychological level, and he had seen two reasons why he should call for that buy. Because he said psychological level, then he's there as an order block down here like this. That's an order block right down there. So he expected a bounce, like you say, it's bounced yesterday. It bounced off an order block, not even an inch past it, then reversed back with news, right? It was the easiest news you would trade anytime. This was the easiest news you would get yesterday. It was very easy. You'd actually enter standard lot and wouldn't go into losses because it was a very easy news. There's a psychological level. There's an order block, and we are close to the high of the week. So we had that push up back to this. Now, this psychological level was my take profit. Now, guys in the mentorship know why. I trade 50 pips. You will never see me aiming for 100. Of course, I'll pull up. Of course, I'll pull up these things. These are just fancy things. You get, just put it. You want to know where take profit is, and you want it to color every time you're moving in profit. It colors differently. But that's just fancy stuff. If you really know what you're aiming for, you just put and forget about it. So let me push it back to this level. So now my plans for today have been changed. I'm supposed to be looking at the basics. Okay, yeah, not the basics, but the foundation of it all. So let's see, guys, if you haven't entered, if the next candle pulls back, or this one pulls back to this level, as it's pulling back, just sell the market. Enter with small lot sizes because you're already selling when you're already jumping. Now you see the effect is you jump in when the big dogs are already taking profit. So that's why you coach up. You get like 10 pips and you're still greedy to get more from the market. Then you just find the market going into profit, then it comes back to hit your stop loss. That's what happens really. So that's why they said never jump in on a moving train. Wait for it to come to your station and jump in and ride that train. So that's why if you enter from here, this market is already bearish. It's already a momentum candle. It can stop here and go back for you. So it's better to enter on the next candle that melts, that you enter when it's kind of almost at your point of entry, that you ride it back with the rest. That's why you see you find someone entering when it's already late, enters from here, his take profit is here, market rallies back. Yet some people are taking profit from around here. So let's break it down. Let's break it down. I'm not going to go deep into it a lot, but let's break it down. Let's break it down. Now, this is the reason I was overbuying. Now, this week was a ranging week for this strategy of ours, but we had buys in the reason being the whole week was showing buys. The market is still bullish until we see a break of this low. You get, until we see a break of this low, the market is still bullish. If we see a break of this low and a retest, we're going to sell up to this level. I'll be taking profit from around here. Then I buy back because it's still exactly bullish. So there would be something called a fib zone from somewhere. I'll pull it somewhere. Of course, mentorship we shall get to know that. So since it was bullish, you drop down to the 1 hour time frame and you just see a dirty chart. Now the reason why this chart is dirty is because I leave this for you guys. This is not how my chart is supposed to look like. I leave this for you guys because I want to have the live and review the whole week and explain it to you guys a lot and explain it to you guys. So we just have the market playing around here. This trend line was still valid because it's from down there, it's running through. Now, most of the trend lines in this video have been adjusted. So if I tell you there's a trend line here, no, it was there. Sometimes I remove trend lines like this. Of course, I draw trend line. I tend to remove trend lines running around there like that. Get, because I don't want my chart to be so messy. So you all know I get my current trend from the 1 hour time frame. This was the current trend. So our market begins from here. It plays around. Now the reason why I don't trade on Monday is this. On the 15 minutes, it looks ugly. Let's go to the 15. Looks very ugly. For Epic, don't worry, we're going to look at what really brought us in the next video. I know you get to know some of it. So just look at this Monday. Just look at that. Monday is really funny. And so many people lose money. To take profit. It's targeting up there. The market is going to just play around. So our high and low of the week wasn't given to us on Monday. She's just playing around. That's why I told you guys to be a bearish week, but look, market didn't give us 50 pips to confirm the move, but it went back. So I thought our retest would be here. You know, the market is meant of thoughts, but I don't really use thoughts. I use reasons. Why are you selling? Why are you buying? All these reasons are in my trading plan. You get, I follow my reasons. Even though you guys post another analysis in group and I already had a reason why I'm doing something, I won't go past that analysis. I won't go past that analysis. I won't. You get, I follow my trading plan. So even though you tell me to change 100 times, I know you and me are just the lowest things on this food chain. The biggest things out there are banks, then clearing companies. You get. So okay, let me mute him. Sorry about that. I'm muting myself. So he has been muted, right? So now guys are saying, so I all know me and you are the lowest things on this food chain. So why should I follow you, your analysis? You get why? I'm trying to build myself as a good trader. Why am I following your analysis? The only time I can follow your analysis is after I've been proven wrong. I always tell you guys this in group. If someone posts negative, you get, don't mind about him. Wait for the market to play out. You get, then ask him, yo, bro, I think your setup went against mine. What did you see? If he's good, he's going to share that analysis with you. I saw this, and saw this. But all you guys do is post profits. These profits don't help anyone, guys. So we had that bullish move. Now, I think, okay, where you see the ticks are the setups I took. Okay, I anticipated, but some I didn't take. So now, why did I take this setup? There was a trend line running from up there. And this was like our resistance. This was like our resistance around there. Yet. So I wanted to sell this market after this M pattern. And Ernest told the guys, it's about to sell. So Ernest this week has been on fire, but has really been on his neck. Has really been on his neck, man. So we see this engulfing. I think I'll just set mute all, right? Mute all current and okay, everyone has been muted. So, oh, Hold up. Can you stay? So now, this sale happened. This other take profit, and someone was caught in there. This other take profit. Reason being, it was the high of the week, and the market came back to it. So clever person would have entered again from here, but it would be a risky entry. Though this would be a pull back to the 61.8, then a push back to this level. Yeah. So we have the Asian range coming in and playing around there, playing around there. So what happens? I draw a quick trend line. I draw a quick trend line here, taking in this. I point A, point B. So I expected, sorry, this is what I expected in here. You get, why was I caught in? Why was I faked out? So I expected this. This one, I took this as a break. So I expected a retest. Guess what? The market rallied back in. And that's when Young King told me this was a W pattern. This was an extension. And I was faked out. I was really faked out. And this was news. I was faked out. So I took that L. I took that L. So the market pushed back up to this high, this trend line, sorry. So I was playing around this trend line because it was showing me already bias of a ranging market. So I expected this to be a confirmation candle. I took this L, but when it reached up here and the market was engulfed, I took the sell. You get, this was the ticker. I took the sell, and this was my take profit down here. So this trend line is supposed to be deleted. All these rules are in my trading plan. What did I take to sell this market? I have a trend line. I have a psychological level close by. This is like an extension. You get, this is like an extension. So if we use a line chart, there's an M pattern in there. There's an M pattern in there. If you use a line chart, you know the line chart gets the closure of each candle. So it's very accurate. It doesn't take in the wicks, and this is too much noise for us. This is like, boom, M patterns. I sold this market up to here. Though I didn't send a signal to the group because I wasn't sure of this trade. You get, I thought this is going to be a confirmation candle for the uptrend, so I didn't send it to the group. So what happened? Market continues downward. Guess what? It comes back here now. It comes back here. Yeah. So expect now the W pattern to form, the proper one. You get. So what happens? It gives it to us here. So I expected pull back, then push entry from here, but we have a solid extension. So what did I tell guys in group? This market will buy, this market will buy. Then we had the pushback. So this week is my first leg. This week, this whole thing is my second leg. What do I do for an entry? I wait for the next, you see it's kind of going down. It's breaking the psychological level. That's now playing with the people who don't know about it. It's breaking the psychological level. Then it comes and bounces on this trend line. When I saw this week, so when I saw this week, and I saw this next candle going green, I was like, I have to wait for the next candle now, the third candle. I want it to melt a little bit. That's when I'll be getting in on my entries. That's when I'll be getting in on my entries. Get. Oh, about the first. So this week is my first leg. Reason being, it has bounced off a psychological level. It's trying to confirm to me that, yeah, that's the first leg. Yeah, though some people would buy this market, reason being, they'll take this as the first leg, this as the second leg, but no, the market has already pushed further. It's just coming back to retest. Now, you guys remember, if you watched the video last week, we saw this market was forming W's, goes and comes back and goes back. So I used that psychology in this analysis. I wanted to buy from here, but I didn't. You get? I didn't. So this was my second leg, this one. So this candle, 1, 2, 3 candles. Once it started melting down, I started entering positions. So when it pushed further and closed above, I was like, this is it. I went viral with it, entered entries. I had entries in there, pushed the market back up to this level. This was my first take profit. Again, this was my first take profit. So after this, I was expecting to sell from here. But I didn't sell, guys, because this was really late. Though I sent it to the mentorship, and told them, guys, do we expect an M pattern? I hope you guys remember that. So someone came in and got this sell from here. Reason being there's an engulfing. That was perfect. Uh, first leg, second leg. Sometimes these legs, you won't see them properly because the market is not perfect. You see this? Bring this same mentality, bring it here. Always backtest, behind, backwards. Look at what happened in the past, bring it to the future. Consistency begins when you're able to repeat a pattern over and over again. You repeat a process over and over again. So if you see this W wasn't perfect, flip it upside down. It's the same movement here. It has come to retest on a psychological level. We see an engulfing. Sell your market. This was the Asian range. You get. So what do? I didn't sell this market because I already made some good profits off this one. And it came back to bounce on this trend line. It's called a channel, right? So you draw your trend line from here. Having this. Was it that? No, it wasn't this one. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see. I think I'll do it from this. The body. No, this wasn't a trend line. That's not trend line. Yeah, I'm not so sure as well. I'm going to check the charts I sent to group. I don't know if we had a trend line here. I'm not sure. Yeah, so when the market moved, this was the take profit, this high of the week. Though it didn't get exactly here, but as you can see, it started playing around there. You just draw out your thing. Draw out your thing and wait. If you see it breaking back, of course, the stop loss is supposed to be already around here. Here, you make a loss. I mean, the stop loss is taken out at break even. You get. So you're currently in profit if you enter from around here. So what happens? Asian range comes in. I missed this buy. This was yesterday, right? This was yesterday, I guess so. I drew a trend line from here. This. Like that. So I missed this buy. Reason buying, I thought the trend line had been broken. You get? I thought it had been broken. So what do I do? What do I do? I tell guys in group, guys, I'm waiting for a meltdown. I actually posted it in the major group. I'm waiting for a meltdown, then I'll enter. So I adjust this trend line, taking this low, like this. So I'm expecting a meltdown to give me that proper entry. So what happens? The market adjusts back to this what? Back to this high of the week. But now this is what caught Ernest a lot. He was like, there's no W pattern there. Guys, the market wasn't perfect here. It wasn't perfect here. You get, it wasn't perfect. So this W pattern, this one, I don't know if you guys see it. This W pattern here, the second leg, I hope you guys have seen it. Wow, I left it 9. Let me summarize this. So this W pattern is equally the same as this one. It's not perfect. So I'm caught Ernest's attention, like there's no W pattern there. There's none. But if you stretch it further, there is another leg here that is almost equal to this one. That's why I bought this market. W pattern, this level here. The market moved too fast and left over. I think I'm the one who took this setup. Why did I take it? Immediately the market came rallying down here. And I saw this push to the downside. I started entering. You get, say entering positions because there's a cost averaging system I use. I see the first rejection here. Let me delete this. First rejection here. This one pushes down. I see another rejection. So this one first pushes down. I'm like, this is it. I start entering positions. But what I was expecting is the market to push up. Then the next candle starts melting. You get. Then that's when we enter more positions and buy. I left them. I also entered some shitty pips, lot sizes of 0.02, 0.02, 0.01. My total lot sizes which are supposed to enter were supposed to be I think 1 lot. So it went. when it reached here, we took take profit from that psychological level, of course. Then I think someone sold this market back to there. So when it came back here, this is when I called for the proper buy. That is where Ernest made money. I don't know why I'm using his name, but it pleased me this week a lot. So the market came, gave us another week. Now this was now a proper leg. That's what he wants to say, proper market, but yes, it won't always happen. So market came, gave us this rejection, and this candle closed bullish. When this candle started melting again, entered more positions and boom, started pushing. Now I added more positions when it melted down again with this and pushed back immediately. I took profit from here. Of course, I'm jealous of my profits. I took profit from here. So the market rolled. Ernest was selling. Well, here was making crazy money, I think. Not so sure. So what did it do? It bounced off its order block. There's an order block there. Psychological level. We bought. This one was sent to the mentorship. This was news. Take profit was again psychological level, guys. Always take profit on a psychological level. So the market moved, formed an M. I didn't take this sell. Then here would be my good entry because it's an M on a psychological level and an engulf. So it actually sells market through Asian range. So this morning, I see a break, a retest of a chart pattern that is a continuation pattern. That's a rectangle. A rectangle is a continuation pattern. So I sell this market. I would have sold from here. I didn't take this setup here. I would have sold from here and take profit would have been on the psychological level. There's an order block there, of course. First take profit. Meanwhile, I see it melting, guys. There's an order block here. I would buy back the market, but I wouldn't because I would be expecting to sell more because this is a very bullish, bearish move, and this is a retracement. That goes to the 61.8 level. This is the 61.8. Bullish from here to there, 61.8. Exactly 61.8. And we have, I would take this as also, I'll take the body to the wick like that. So the way I've sent you guys to sell this market, where would you sell it from? I think this candle, this one here, that has which tried to melt back. That's when you start adding more positions. I don't know if you guys have added, you guys are just stuck to the chart anyway. If you see it next time, the best way to get an entry is wait for the candle to start melting. Get in, it will create a wick and take you into a profit. So my take profit is on this high low of the week. So that's why I would be taking profit. That would start taking now if I enter from around here. I'll start taking profit from here. So that's the analysis for this week. I'm going to create a new link for the guys. So what I'm expecting is a W pattern in here, then a buyback to the upside. Maybe buy back to this level because we have news at 3:30 today. So this news may buy, the market may just come and play around there up to this level, then sell. Yeah, so that's it for this live, guys. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining in to the live. See you in the next. I think we have a basic live coming in. I'm going to be only 2 people. Sorry about that. I don't know if other guys will join in, but I'm going to be with Geshik, I think, plus Smith. This live is coming to an end. It's remaining with 4. And it's ask your question. There are 4 minutes to the end of this. Ask your question. So guys, next week we're expecting, I don't know, I'll inform you on Tuesday because we use Tuesday to determine our trend for the week. No, we use Monday, but I start trading on Tuesday. And I don't have a trade. I only take 2 setups a day. Though yesterday was crazy. Yesterday we had to we had to recover for all the losses we made, and we really made some crazy money out there. Crazy money. How do I add more positions? How may I identify the high and low of the week? Guys, mentorship, guys, Harold. We're going to have our live today. Guys, I think take profit has been hit here. So we expect a rejection, then a W pattern to the upside. That's my bias, or is it a stop loss? So the questions are 3 minutes to the end. This is the high and low of the week that I'm going to show you today evening. How and when do you add more positions? I add more positions if I'm seeing the market is pushing to my right direction. If it pushes upwards, and starts the next candle starts melting, but not melting, melting with little momentum. You know, there's that push, and now I don't enter in that one. If I see it's hesitant to push down, but it's pushing down, I start adding. I go crazy with it, but I enter with small positions. So when it rejects and pushes, that's when I enter the big ones. You get, but these smaller lots are more than those big, like you get. I'll explain it to you today. I know entries are really difficult part in trading. Okay, Raymond Isaac. I don't know. I made a mistake by posting the link to the general group. Those who joined, I think we should have more bigger sessions from that. Let's go together. So guys, 2 minutes to the end. Your questions, I'll answer them. Harold. Oh, check profit has been hit. So you guys take profit if you entered. I know you guys didn't. So I have only one person with it, I think. Sent me. There is not in book. It's kind of private also. Yeah, so I think I'm seeing this message here. I'm seeing this message here. Yeah, he entered for the sell. So guys, see, we're seeing a rejection. It's a big rejection. Our mentorship is as low as $55. I don't know if I'll be increasing it, but guys, I want everyone to learn Forex instead of going for 9 to 5. All your boss is going to give you a time. So just $55. That's mentorship. So let me end this live. Guys, thank you for being here. So I'm sending you a new link for the basics, guys, joining. Take your profit. There's a huge weak rejection that may give us a W pattern there.